We are specialized in POCT, but our expertise goes beyond.
Hi, and thanks for joining us again. And today we'll be going through the entire process of performing a sample on the Finecare Vet Analyzer. The first step is always going to be to have your reagent kit ready, your sample process down to serum, and your 75 microliter pipetter. The first thing we always want to do is input the calibration ID chip from your test kit. Each test kit comes with its own calibration ID chip, which are the same provided the lot number is the same. So when the lot number changes, you will have a different ID calibration test chip, and you'll need to import that into the machine. It's very simple. So the port that we want to place it into is right here and listed as ID card. That's going to be the calibration chip. So we make sure that the 3-fingered silver plated is on the right hand side and just slide it in. Then the next step we go to on screen is going to be read ID chip. Choose yes, and then you can either leave the chip in or take it out for safekeeping. It is downloaded to the machine the second that you do that, so that lot calibration is saved in the machine. We do still recommend that you hang on to it in case of any errors. So the next thing we need to do is choose standard test. If you are running more than one test at a time, please view the video for batching multiple tests, and we will go through how to use the quick test mode. So then the next step, if you desire, is to enter your animal's demographics, name, or information under detailed information. Now we will take one of our sealed test cartridges, place it the right side up. With our pipetter set to 75 microliters and pulling up from the first position, we will first take from our serum sample and place directly into the blue buffer solution. Be sure that you're not adding buffer to the serum. The 75 microliters of serum is always going to be added to the buffer, which has a predetermined volume. Next, we will ensure a very thorough mixing by placing the buffer and sample serum solution on a vortexer mixer, just for a few seconds to get that all homogeneous. Now, if you do not have a vortexer, please reach out to your distributor or purchase one separately. The other method is inversion. However, these two fluids do not like to mix together the best via this method, and that's why we recommend the vortexer, as it ensures a complete mixture every time. Also, be sure not to shake the vial like this vigorously, as this can introduce bubbles. That can also affect the accuracy of your test results. So now from the mixture, we take that same 75 microliter volume of the mixture with a new pipetter tip on and place into the circular sample well, and then immediately place it inside the machine, barcode first, on standard test, and hit start test. In 15 minutes, your result will be completed, and provided the print automatically button is checked, will print off automatically. Your result will also be saved in the history. You can find this by doing a query and selecting the dates that you wish to view. It's important to keep it at the 15-minute mark, so try to place it in the machine as close to as immediately after placing the serum in the sample well. You do not have to wait for it to wick all the way through. Just place it in there and then begin your test. Also, try to avoid puncturing the paper in the test cartridge with the pipette tip. So in conclusion, the first step is to prepare your whole blood down into serum, water-like consistency. The second step is to set your pipetters to 75 microliters, place the pipette tip on, and transfer 75 microliters of the serum into the blue buffer tube. The third step then will be to mix those two together using a vortexer or multiple inversions. However, a vortexer will be much more quick and complete. And then the fourth step, you add a new pipette tip on, take the same volume of the mixture and dispense into the test unit. The fifth step will just be to place on the machine and choose start.
Wandfo Biotech.